I'm going to be giving you practical tips you can use to include simple recipes in your diet. You keep screen recording, screenshotting all of those recipes on your phone, but you never get to try them out. Me myself that I made the recipe, I know that I made nonsense. It went south that day. You cannot shade me because I did not give you to hit. There was no bang. This is it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Here is Tolex. I always say to stay subscribed to the channel just in case you're not yet subscribed. Do you know that the reason why you have loss of appetite is not because you actually lost your appetite? Your appetite did not go anywhere. Probably you're repeating the same thing every day, same cycle of food you've been taking all those while. It's high time you change your meal, time you change your diet. It's high time you had varieties into that meal timetable you have there with you. Trust me to come with good tips and tricks that is going to be useful for you in your day-to-day activities when it comes to your kitchen and what you're going to be taking into your body. Just in case you see my preface for the first time, my name is Tolex. I'm a food, nutrition and lifestyle creator. I make content about how to eat on a budget, how to eat well and still having a nutritious meal all together. And I also sprinkle some lifestyle content here and there. Why is it that you keep screen recording, screenshotting all of those recipes on your phone, but you never get to try them out? Is it this issue with same cycle of food every day? It is what is killing our appetite gradually. If you're the type that has a food timetable, you never introduce new recipes, you are taking the same thing over and over and over again. Perhaps you don't have a food timetable, you're always used to your rice and your beans. We're going to be dealing with the issue of same cycle of food every day. What if I told you that the problem you're having is the issue of same cycle of food every day? Perhaps venture you're a family of 4 and your child already knows what you're going to be taking on a Tuesday. Already knows that, oh, today we're going to be taking bread and tea. Today we're going to be taking jollof rice. Today we're going to be taking coconut rice. And you have the same cycle. Every Friday you already know what you're taking. Well, this is not a bad signal, but when it comes to you having the same cycle that every blessed day, everyone can obviously predict what you're going to be having that day. That is when you don't have varieties. So my first point is the illusion of money, financial stability. A lot of people believe that when it comes to having varieties of food, introducing new recipes in your diet, they feel it is for the rich people who are comfortable. You've been scrolling on your phone, you will see a lot of food screenshots of recipes we've stored or saved on our phones, and we never get to try them out. What is the essence of saving and storing recipes on your phone that you never will try out? You just keep, eating up your space on your phone, saving recipes that you're never going to try out. If you know that you're not going to try a new recipe out, there is no need for you to start screen recording or saving the recipes on your phone. And if you ask people, why are you saving those recipes on your phone when you know that you're not going to try them out? They're going to tell you, oh, I'm going to try them out. I'm saving it for the day that I will have money to try it out. But ask them in the next 2 months, the next 3 months, they still do not have the money to make the recipe. And those are the people that keep complaining that they lost their appetite, they can't find them. Well, meanwhile, you did not lose your appetite. When you start taking varieties of food seriously, then you know that it is actually a very new word. It is actually an interesting word. And you don't have to have all the money before you can experience varieties in your diet. Today, I'm going to be as practical as possible for all of us. We're going to be dissecting everything one after the other. Here is a practical way of you including varieties in your diet. But for those people, my buddies, they have a food timetable. And to those that do not have a food timetable, that feel and have the food already in their head, you already know what you're taking on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday. Anyways, that's fine. So for both parties, I'm going to be giving you practical tips you can use to include simple recipes in your diet. All those your screen records and screenshots you have on your phone, you are going to be exhausting it. In a month, you know that you're going to be getting your favorite, your basic food stuff like rice, beans, yam, potatoes, pasta. Whenever you're going to the market to get your monthly provision, you are going to be including 2 recipes. You're going to be buying ingredients for 2 recipes. Now, here is the trick. Let's say in a month, you want to try 2 new recipes. The first recipe will be a snack, while the second recipe will be the main food. When you're buying your basic rice and beans, you're going to be including the ingredients for the 2 new recipes. Let's take, for instance, this month of June, you want to try oat pancake, for instance. You're going to be needing oats. You're going to be needing the normal milk, egg, sugar. If you're a type of person that normally you don't take oatmeal, you don't take oats, you are going to be getting the oats because you want to use it to try out new recipes. Okay, so when you're going to the market, you know that you're going to include oats, even though you don't take it on a regular, but because of the new recipes you're introducing, you have to get oats, you have to get flour, sugar, egg, etc. Make your oats pancake, right? So when it comes to yam frittata, let's say you already get from your normal foodstuffs that you get every month, you already have your yam, you have egg, pepper, all of those stuffs, onions at home. So the basic thing you're going to be getting is flour. You see what I'm talking about? The only thing you're getting for your oats and your yam frittata is oats and flour. Those are the two things you're getting. It's as simple as that. The other things, they are in your home. The other things are the regular things you always have in your kitchen all the time. Okay, so that is for the low budget kind of people. But if you know that you can stretch, you can do it once every week. For every week, you're going to be taking new recipes. It might be a full meal and it might be in form of snack. Let's say in a month, we have 4 weeks. So every week, you're going to be taking new recipes. So that means you're going to be trying out 4 recipes in a month. Look at that. You're already exhausting all the screenshots and the screen recordings you have on your phone. You're already using them. That is a very, very practical and simple strategy to have new recipes in your diet. And who knows, you can try out all those recipes and you find out that, oh my God, this thing is banging. I've been living under a rock since all those days. Yeah, it happens like that. You might start falling in love with all those recipes. And from there, when you start trying out all those recipes, you start to edit your food timetable. What I mean by edit your food timetable is that you start to add new recipes to your normal food timetable. Let's say on a Friday morning you take pasta, and because of you trying out new recipes in a week, you discover that, oh my God, I love this recipe, it is so nice. You can actually switch that Friday morning breakfast to yam frittata. You can switch it off to another new recipe that you've tried out and you say that, oh my God, this suits my fantasy. You start to edit your weekly meals when you start introducing new recipes. That is a practical way of introducing new recipes in your diet. The problem with a lot of us is that we are not intentional when it comes to trying out new recipes. You just take it with levity. You waste your data. Note, anytime you know that you're not going to try out new recipes, you're not a new recipe kind of person, save all recipes, try nothing. If you know that you're the type of person that you save all recipes and you never try anything out, please, anytime you come across a food content on your phone or your laptop or whatever you're watching, just scroll past. You know how to swipe. Once you hear, hey guys, let me teach you how to make, just scroll. It's not by force. In as much as you are able to screen record that recipe, in as much as you are able to screenshot those ingredients, you're actually interested in trying them out. Here is me speaking for your mind. Here is me speaking for your stomach. Here is me speaking for your taste buds. Because they want to taste new things, they want to experience new foods. So why not give them the chance? Stop depriving your stomach, stop depriving your taste bud, and start trying out new recipes. It is better than just saving everything all to try nothing out. So as from today, you want to start trying out new recipes. Disclaimer, the recipe that you've never tried out before, don't try it out when you have visitors. Only try new recipes when you are taking it in your family. Don't give a visitor a new recipe that you've never tried out, you've never tested, you've never assured yourself that you can cook it. You've never been confident enough to say that, oh, this recipe, I can actually cook it and cook it very well. So make sure to try out new recipes before you have your visitors. And when you try it out, your family members taste it and they're like, oh my God, this bangs. Then you can go ahead to serve it to your visitor or whatever. And when it comes to your family members, there's some, based on my personal, at this point I'm going to share my personal experience with you. So based on my personal experience, there's some new recipes that I tried out some times ago and they were not given. Yeah, it happens like that. You should not be discouraged just because you tried out this recipe from CCME and the recipe went south. Then as a result of that, you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to try out new recipes again. I tried this out and it doesn't come out nice. I tried that out, it's giving me nonsense. That same recipe, bring it out, try it again. And this time you can try with a little portion of food. You don't have to try with big portion, just try with a little portion in order not to be wasting your resources. Who knows, the second time when you try this out, it might actually bang. Okay, so bring it out, try it out. Do not give up. Pick another recipe that you feel like, I think this is just simple and easy, I can try it out. And the good thing about this is that you're trying this thing with your family members. They can never mock you. I remember me trying out some recipes back then and they do not taste nice. Go ahead and use all my mama's ingredients. I will use her oil, I will use whatever, her food stuff. I will just use everything here and there. since I'm not the one buying them, and I will have my siblings try them out for me, and if it does not taste nice, they will not just tell me it does not taste nice. There's a way they are going to tell you if it does not taste nice. These are your people. They will not judge you. They're going to taste it for you. They're going to probably score you, and they're going to tell you where it goes wrong. So there was this day I made a new recipe, and the recipe did not bang at all. Even me myself that I made the recipe, I know that I made nonsense. It went south that day, but the good news is that nobody is going to shade me. You cannot shade me because I did not give you to eat. They still went ahead to eat it. Shebi is food. It's not poison after all. It's just the taste that is not there yet. I can actually give it another try. Food is an art. Try it out the second time. Challenge yourself the more. Try it out the second time. Try it out the third time. You'll see that you're going to get it perfectly. Whereas there's some new recipe I made that the first time I made it, I got it right. And everybody cannot have enough of it. Everybody cannot have enough of it. They eat it and they're still asking for more. They'll be like, oh, go and make more of this. I'll be like, it's money. You can't bring money. So there's some recipes you make for the very first time and you'll be damn proud of yourself that you made it and it came out nice. What are some recipes you make and be like, does no bang. There's some recipes you make that will not go well, but there's some recipes you make that will go, this is it. So do not deprive yourself of having varieties of meal. Because you made a recipe yesterday and it does not taste nice doesn't mean that today you should not try it out. It might upgrade from just being a new recipe and it's going to be part of your main meal, part of your timetable for everyday meal. You start to include them in your food timetable. There was this day I was watching a vlog from, I think, Anointed. I think it was chicken bread or something like that. She found that recipe on CCMA's page. She actually carried a laptop to the kitchen and she was playing the video and she was making that recipe. That was the first time of her making that recipe. She was like, I saw this recipe and I want to try it out. She gave that recipe a try that same morning, and when her husband heard it, he was like, you know what, girl, we're going to be adding this to our regular meal. Like, it was blunt like that because it actually tasted nice. And that was her first time making that recipe. If she can do it, if I can do it, then you can do it as well. For the budget-friendly kind of eaters, okay, you can try out 2 new recipes every month. While for the luxury kind of eaters, you know that your capacity can carry more than 2 times, you can actually make new recipes every week. So here is the rules. Make 2 new recipes every month and make new recipes every week. Believe in yourself that you can try it out and it's not going to flop, because even before you make those recipes, you've already gotten the ingredients and you are doubting yourself, will I be able to do this thing, will I not be able? It might not come out nice because you're already pronouncing it from your mind, from your consciousness, that it's not going to come out nice. But if you're sure that it's going to come out nice and you're going to enjoy it, you want to put your spirit, soul and body into preparing that thing with the assurance that it's going to come out beautifully. So brings me to the end of today's video. If you enjoy watching, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and subscribe to the channel. Now we are on the hashtag road to 1,000 subscribers. Join the T-Loves family, the Tolex community, and please hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any tricks, tips, kitchen business, nutrition, and lifestyle content. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.